WWE must have, with this big mistake with Roman Reigns in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that is, how they go about it, why it's so crucial that they do so, and why I think you will agree. Because Roman Reigns, he is back in the fold after a multi-month hiatus from WWE television, feuding with the likes of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu and the rest of the bloodline. Now, as we approach, or either coming out, depending on when you hear this, Bash in Berlin, WWE, well, on the docket, they have Bad Blood on October 5th in Atlanta, Georgia, and the Saudi Arabia show, Crown Jewel, as well as Survivor Series to close out 2024. Now, Roman Reigns obviously went on one of the biggest and best heel runs in recent memory as our tribal chief. Does anyone else remember Paul Heyman? Does anyone else just want Paul Heyman back at the side of our real tribal chief? Well, I know I do. But Roman Reigns, we know, is going to be going into a match with Jacob Fatu. We know that Roman Reigns is going to be going into a match with Solo Sikoa. Now, originally, when Roman Reigns took time off from WWE television after WrestleMania 40, in which he put Cody Rhodes over and did the favor to drop the undisputed WWE Championship to him, we knew that they were going to be building up Solo Sikoa, despite the fact the guy had not won a match since beating John Cena last year in Saudi Arabia. And that streak, by the way, continued even though they were pushing him to the moon on television. We knew we were going to get that match, we just didn't know when. There was speculation, okay, you do Rock versus Cody, and you do Roman versus Solo. And then things changed because WWE went out and they signed Jacob Fatu. And Jacob Fatu is a heck of a lot better of a worker, both promo and in-ring, than Solo. He just is. And so people were like, oh, wait, we want to see Roman versus Jacob Fatu. And WWE, to their credit, they protected Jacob Fatu very strongly. And at that point, we were off to the races. Now, on a recent episode of SmackDown, the Bloodline laid out Roman Reigns, powerbombing him through an announce table. My hot take is, I think they just did that to keep Roman off of television for a few weeks and explain his absence. Here's the point of today's video. This is the thing they got to get right. I don't think WWE should put Roman Reigns in a match right this second. I think you cannot do Roman versus Solo right now and do Roman and Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania. Okay? Now, if I'm WWE, if I'm booking this, I am not waiting until Survivor Series to have him wrestle. I'm not waiting to have him wrestle the Bloodline until Survivor Series. I'm going to get him to wrestle one or even both of the Tongas at Bad Blood. And then at Bad Blood, you can have the Bloodline screw over Roman. And or you have Jay, and you have Jimmy, and you have maybe Sami Zayn come out and make the save for Roman Reigns. We know we're going to get the Usos back together. We know that the Usos are going to align once again and join Roman Reigns at his side. We know we're going to get that because they have to do that at War Games, right? That's setting it up. And then you can do the Roman versus Solo match at WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble or pick a date. And we know we're going to get Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. Pick a date. If I'm WWE, I'm doing Roman versus Solo at Royal Rumble, and I'm doing Roman versus Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania. That way you can still do Rock versus Cody at WrestleMania 41, and then the following year, you can do Rock versus Roman. You complete the trilogy, you get all these matches out of the way and done. That's what I would do. I would love to hear your feedback down in the comments area below. The reason that I say you have to keep Roman Reigns active is the guy hasn't wrestled since WrestleMania. That was 4 months ago. It's a very, very long time. You don't want to take the risk of having him so inactive that he takes a major, major risk of getting a serious injury. Also, you take the risk of, I don't know about you, but this Roman Reigns as a babyface in this character as our tribal chief, not really digging it as much as I am heel Roman. Now, I understand that I am probably in the minority, considering he gets some of the biggest crowd reactions whenever his music hits, when he's on WWE television or at PLEs. I understand that. He's a super duper over babyface. But it's not the same to me. It's not the same tribal chief. It's clearly not the same bloodline. And I understand you couldn't have done that forever and ever and ever. We saw how that turned out for WCW when they tried to extend the NWO. My point being is, I think you could have evolved it where he is more of a tweener than he is a white meat babyface. And I think that's what we're getting right now. I think we're getting that babyface type character. Not a huge fan of it. I'm just not. I get it, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I understand a lot of people wanting to see Roman absolutely destroy Solo Sikoa, the Tongas, and Jacob Fatu. I get that. I'm good with that. I don't even have a problem with that. I do have a problem, though, if we're going to extend this past WrestleMania, though. I don't think that would be the right way to go about it. And I think to keep him active and to get him wins and or keep him strong, because he needs a big win, right? He's very lone wolf right now, and that's where the Usos will play in. We know Jimmy's coming back eventually after being laid out by the Bloodline multiple months ago, and we know that Paul Heyman, he's coming back. It's just a matter of time. But I'm ready to get this ball rolling, and I think the sooner the better. And with Bad Blood coming up in about a month or so, I think that's the way you do it. I think that's the best way you do it. I would love to hear your feedback down in the comments area below. Roman Reigns, obviously one of, if not WWE's biggest stars under contract right now. You got to keep the guys strong. And I think WWE, they're going to do right by him. They're going to keep him strong. They're going to keep this bloodline story very strong. That is something in which WWE has been able to maintain with this storyline going back to the summer of 2020. With this bloodline storyline, with this tribal chief character, they've done a tremendous job, and I have nothing but confidence that they will continue that momentum. I would love to hear your comments down below. What do you think WWE will do with Roman Reigns and this bloodline storyline? When do you think he will have his match back, or his first match back? Let me know in the comments area below. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. And I will see y'all in the next video.